AskReddit by Emma Han Solo. If COVID-19 wasn't dominating the news right now, what would be some of the biggest stories be right now? Scientists found the first ever living animal, a parasite that doesn't need oxygen to survive. This was in February. Link here: http://www.this-silet.com/this-is-animal-that-t-need-oxygen-to-survive. More here: need subscription, but interesting abstract. https://www.pnas.org/content/117/10/5358. Our discovery confirms that adaptation to an anaerobic environment is not unique to single-celled eukaryotes, but has also evolved in a multicellular, parasitic animal. Hence, H. Salmonella provides an opportunity for understanding the evolutionary transition from anaerobic to an exclusive anaerobic metabolism. When I suggested that extraterrestrial life could exist on a planet without oxygen due to them having different needs than human life, my year 9 science teacher suggested I was stupid and that all life needs oxygen to survive. Who's the stupid one now, Peter? Egypt and Ethiopia are close to going to war due to Ethiopia building a dam on the Nile River. Ethiopia is diverting some water and limiting water flow to Egypt. The Ethiopian government is refusing to honor previous agreements made that detail the rate at which they will fill the lake behind their dam, and they refuse to negotiate any further with the Egyptians. Does Ethiopia have the military strength to take on Egypt? I don't know much about Ethiopian military, but Egypt gets over $1 billion a year in military aid from the USA and have the largest standing army on the continent. Edit. Wow, this got a lot of attention. To clarify, I was talking hypothetically. As some good commenters have pointed out, an actual ground conflict between the two seems unlikely, as Egypt would have to either get the permission of Sudan and Sudan to move troops through their nations, or would have to invade them as well. Thanks for all the great responses. That PG and AMP, he was responsible for the California fires, and plead guilty to manslaughter of 84 people. Only 2 days ago, and already slid off the front page. https://www.cnn.com/2020/03/pge-guilty-california/index.html. Deleted. This is the first positive news I have read in this thread. The earthquake in Zagreb. Can't go outside because coronavirus. Can't stay inside because earthquake. That was a fun day. The nearly 2-year-long Ebola outbreak in the DRC has ended. The last patient to be treated has survived. Wow. I was worried about this a couple of months ago, but then the pandemic that must not be named took over my attention and I forgot about it. Incredibly brave people fighting Ebola. Such a scary disease. Prince Andrew trying to defend his ass. Right? It's gross. And he's being protected by way more people than he should be. The Enthroom sex crime case in Korea. Please read about it if you can. It's absolutely horrifying. Edit. Wow, did not expect this many responses. First time I've ever received so many replies. I see that some of you want to know more details, so I will leave a link to a blog post that someone posted on Naivas. It's detailed summary of what it's all about. But please do not read if you can't handle graphic content. It's very violent and sexual content, and I don't want to trigger anyone. Read with a strong heart. Through Naivas blog post, https://blog.naivas.com/namoranthroom/221782222359 closed bracket. Victims including middle school students? I don't think I want to look into this any more than that. Those poor girls. Deleted. If the bill only ends encryption in the USA, how does it work when Americans interact with encrypted sites registered to other parts of the world? One of the main routes into downtown Seattle, the West Seattle Bridge, was closed yesterday because cracks in support beams made it structurally unsound. It will take several months to fix and will not reopen until it's done. This would normally destroy the entire Seattle commute, but it happened right now, so it's barely even a blip on the local news. Real talk, this was probably the best possible time for this to happen. The former king of Spain and his Swiss accounts. Wow. That is crazy. Seems like it's the perfect time to get away with whatever you want. Earthquake in Zagreb 3 days ago. Corona and earthquake damage are two news in the news. Brexit. I almost miss it. I do miss it. It never affected me, but I loved hearing British people yelling at each other when I turned on NPR, and the whole thing just sounded really cool. Brexit was with me through 3 different homes, and 2 different countries. I would hope the locusts plaguing East Africa, the Middle East, and the Indian subcontinent. It's describing some swarms as being the size of New York, and they are eating their harvest, threatening widespread famine. I think without coronavirus we would mobilize to try to control this population the way we did for Zika carrying mosquitoes in the Americas. Edit. This NPR article, https://www.npr.org/2020/swarms-or-wreaking-havoc-east-africa describes how in 2018 an unfortunate series of cyclones from the Indian Ocean hit an extremely remote area of the Arabian Peninsula known as the MT Quarter. This produced extraordinary rain and gave them what they needed to breed. Because a second cyclone hit occurred during their breeding cycle, instead of drying out and having most of their population die out in the desert, the population exploded. In favorable conditions they can multiply by 400x their population every 6 months. Then they mass migrated. Also for clarity, a swarm was identified as 3 times the size of Nick. I swear I remember hearing about some group readying up like 200k ducks to go fight the locusts. Cause one duck can eat like 150 locusts a day or something. I'll have to find the source. Edit. No idea how accurate this is, but it's from the 2nd of March Xinjiang AMP. I'd like to say the Earnit. https://www.theverge.com//2020/3/121748115/and-it-dash-group but shit like this doesn't tend to make the news. Earnit is only on the table because of Covid-19. There's no way they would try this if we weren't distracted. Probably the oil price war actually. Saudi Arabia is trying to force the Russians into cutting production since they won't play ball with OPEC+, and us shale might pay the price as we need high cost for this entire industry to function. I work in the oil industry. This is huge right now. It's honestly just about the same as the coronavirus for us. Hours getting cuts, people losing their jobs, etc. All due to oil price and not coronavirus. Us shale is paying the price. Even without the virus, it would kill our economy. Yes, it did start before coronavirus, but the impact happened at the same time. Bill Gates leaving Microsoft. Whoa. Bill Gates left Microsoft 12 days ago. https://www.cnbc.com/2020/Bill-Gates-leaves-Microsoft-board.html I don't think it changes much. He was on the board, not running daily operations. I doubt they would ignore him if he made a suggestion, though. That Putin changed his country's constitution so he can be president until 2036. I think we've all known for a while that dude's going to leave power in a casket and not a moment sooner. ISIS bombs Sikh place of worship in Afghanistan. Edit. Thank you for the awards. Edit 2. For everyone mentioning my previous edit, I am Sikh myself, so it touches my heart that so many people care about this. I'm not trying to be insensitive. Afghan officials say 25 were killed and 8 more are wounded in an attack on the Sikh temple in the nation's capital. It appears multiple gunmen stormed the temple complex while there were approximately 150 people inside. A Sikh who took cover says the militants went room to room, shooting and throwing hand grenades. The Islamic State organization has claimed responsibility. The insider trading scandal in Congress. Yes, but wasn't this precipitated by Covid-19? Or is there another scandal I'm not aware of? Weinstein, the bill Congress is trying to push through to end encryption, voter suppression, the list could go on. Even Weinstein getting coronavirus barely seemed to be a blip on the news radar. The US government trying to pass an anti-child porn law that actually just gives them the ability to search through all of our messages. Edit. If you want to learn more about this act, here's a link. https://act.f.org/action/protect-our-speech-and-security-online-reject-the-graham-blumenthal-bill close bracket to an article with some great information. And also bans end-to-end encryption. If you know anything about internet security, you know that would be devastating to literally everything that's based online in any way whatsoever. Enthroned case in Korea. Telegram porno sexual slavery ring with 74 victims including underage girls. The Telegram groups has estimated at least 10 to 30,000 subscribers. The enthroned perpetrators are accused of luring victims, including minors, into sending sexually explicit photos and videos. In some cases, this escalated to using blackmail to force victims into increasingly violent acts, including sexual assault. Absolutely disgusting. I'm surprised that this news didn't get bigger internationally. Edit. Reporters at Cookmanilbo observed about 25,000 users across 30 such chat rooms. Saw it on BBC News top stories this morning, then was quickly pushed down the order. That guy that was the second person ever to be cured of HIV. Technically that happened a long time ago. He's still cured, as was expected, like 3 years later. The locusts in Africa. Well, probably not in American news. But it's still pretty big news, It's hitting Pakistan too, and China is prepping to send 700,000 ducks to stop the locusts. Easy to control, and one duck can eat 200 locusts a day. In Scotland. Former First Minister being cleared of rape charges. It's already spring. The government is trying to basically ban encryption and start imprisoning website owners if their users say the wrong things. Crisis happens. Government, time to start taking more civil liberties from our people. The Great Barrier Reef is getting hit by its third major bleaching event in the last 5 years. The 2020 presidential election. Seriously, who the fuck is going to win?